Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Sana nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan. Kahit naman saan kayo sa sulok ng Pilipinas nandoon. At mayroon po ako isang magandang tatalakayan dito. Tungkol po ito sa isang gaano kahalaga ang isang linyada ng inahin sa ating mga pinapalahing mga manok na sasabungin. Yung ating mahal na sports. Ito po siya at imbestigahan po natin. Ito po ay galing po ito kay C.N. Finster Bush, yung Cockfighting All Over the World. Ito po siya. Ito po yung topic niya. The Female Line. Imbestigahan po natin. The foundation of breeding is the mother hen. She influences her offspring mentally and physically within wide ranges. As she builds the new being with material segregated from her own organism. We have told already how the process of cell division goes on in the female. The original germ cell divides previously into sister cells, having the mass of hereditary matters, chromatin, in the final division. Again, the number of rods which is always even is divided into two new cells which is contain half the number of chromosomes. One of the latter only is used for reproduction while the remaining cells become instanted, acting as polar bodies. The reproductive cell is then pitted out until it reaches the state known as yolk, which is contained in the follicle. When the yolk is complete, the follicle bursts gradually and the yolk falls into the mouth of oviduct. Here it becomes fecundated in the form expressed elsewhere. The live male cell adheres to the blastoderm and empties its contents into the female cell. Judging from precedents, it is almost sure that the opposing sexual matter start a struggle for position and sex determination. Matter start at struggle for position and sex determination, which becomes settled immediately in both parents are strong characters of their respective sex. That is to say, if neither has any tendency towards hermaphroditism, the yolk proceeds forward in the oviduct and is not influenced anymore by the male. The yolk is covered with several layers of albumin and finally closed in by a top membrane, upon which lime salts are exuded forming the shell. On the well-lubricated oviduct, the egg is slightly pressed out of the oviduct into a chamber near the vent, called the cloaca, and from here expelled from the body. All the egg carries from the male is nothing but the minute mass of plasma containing the sams, yolk, and albumin. The material to construct the chicks are entirely segregation from the hen. Yet, the fertilized germs cell carries all the hereditary matter necessary to make a new individual similar to both parents. The hen's duties toward the new chick are not finished with laying. When the steps into the nest to deposit another egg, she turns the previously laid ones so that they may be not harmed. Then she goes broody and with greatest care of her own body temperature, she hatches the chick out during the 3 weeks required for that process. Then, she goes a step further, nursing and protecting the chicks until they finally can take care of themselves. Excuse me. The influence of the mother hen upon her offspring is at once apparent. It stands to reason that the breeder who aims in some degree of perfection in his stock must be exceedingly careful about the selection of his mother hens. Any good gamecock can fertilize satisfactorily the eggs of your hens. You can select your broodcock from the best breeding yard and can buy him for relatively little money. You can test your cock until you are satisfied that he is a true dead gamecock. But in the mother hen, only the true blood will tell. When her sons fight in the pit, they will behave exactly as the mother made them. They will fight for her reputation. The greatest percentage of breeders bestow great pains in procuring the best sires available, but let the females come as chance determines it. Very few very wise breeders go in for selecting the brood hens as they should. You can only try your hens single breeding them and keeping exact records of their sons' performances, and when you come across a true-blooded hen, do not hesitate to breed the choicest son back to his mother. From the same mating, you will save those pullets that are in type, color, and mentality similar to their mother. Breed this back to their sire as he was chosen as a true son of his mother. Excuse me. And try the offspring keeping exact records, single mate wherever possible. In fact, you should make it rule when you are out selecting valuable broodcock. You will always find that in a batch of sister, one will be better than the rest. You must find out which and stick to her as the producer of the highest quality. Close inbreeding for dead gameness, which is transmitted through the female's line, may result in your cocks coming seemingly slow. You can improve your speed within your strain, as will be explained further on, but you cannot afford to be without the deepest gameness, and be sure that you have it in your selected females. Give your brood hens the best of life you can afford. Then do not require to roam in freedom as the walking stag, but you must provide the best food and company for them. Okay, part 2.